Bora! Trailerzinho do FIFA 23. Se inscreve no canal, estamos online na Twitch. Primeiro link na descrição, cola aí. Bora, FIFA 23 gameplay. Vamos ver o que é que vai aprontar esse ano. Minuto e 25. Querem que eu tire a música ou deixa? A música é de fundo, que tá no spot. Ah, tudo anda, né? Mas faz aqui. Tira a música. Pronto. Cinquenta e 4 segundos, 53, 52, 51.
Quem será que está assistindo, será?
Bora, Mauricinho, cola, trailerzinho.
Lindas MRC.
Calma, depois do trailer, calma.
Lindas?
Ah, enquanto não começa, vai.
Começa no primeiro episódio, Vocês já viram tudo.
Esse aqui não, acho que não tem importância perder no episódio não.
Tá feito, bora.
Coisa, tá ligado?
Top, hein, mano.
Aqui, ó.
Bora, 10 segundos, hein.
Cadê outra bicho?
Trailerzinho do FIFA 23, vamos lá ver o que vem da gameplay. Cola, Mauricinho, tô transmitindo a primeira. Aí,
Pera, vamos ver do top ficha aí.
Bora. Opa, fake shot, hein? Tome. Aí, ó, Mauricinho, gol de fora da área.
Mas será que ele...
Toma.
Mano, o time vai arrebentar, viado.
Tudo errado esse agachamento.
Tem a gameplay do Schmidt, nem...
Ó, gameplay. Ó, agility aí.
Mano, uma gameplay de lenta, ai que filho da puta, mano.
Nossa, olha o chute de longe.
Hypermotion 2,
Parece
Women's
Barça.
Club.
Maurício joga contra mim, só anda e fica tocando no meio
dá
campo.
pra
Fala que a
ouvir?
minha gameplay é lenta, é cada coisa.
What we got?
So Hypermotion is our groundbreaking
eu vi o
next-gen
último
technology that combines advanced 11 versus 11 match
65%
capture
de bola tocando
with
ali no
machine learning.
intermediário.
And with Hypermotion 2 this year, for FIFA 23, we carried out twice as much real-world motion capture
Colocar a
than we did
legenda
last year.
aqui.
Tô
That's
mentindo, CH?
two
CH
full
sabe?
Ah, bora
high-intensity
ver
matches
o trailer.
with training drills.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing.
That's right. So there's like a shooting drill. We got a ton of great data for power shots and goalkeepers. We also did one-on-ones, so a lot of new dribbles. And the way the defender
Esse é o
dropped, even try to
Hypermotion,
counter that
Maurício.
dribble, we've got all that motion. So the beauty of training drills is that we can get a high volume of data that maybe you would see only once or twice in a full 90-minute match, but in the training drills, we got it over and over again in a
Ó
short
a
period of
chapada
time.
aí, Mauricinho.
And Hypermotion 2 is a technology that empowers the improvements across all the gameplay areas, and in the end it takes us over 6,000 new true-to-football animations transferred from the pitch directly into the game.
Isso aí.
Yeah, and don't forget our machine learning algorithm. It's learning from over 9 million frames of data that we captured from these excellent motion capture shoots. So to sum it up, it's more motion capture data than we've ever captured before. And they're professional athletes playing competitive
Já
matches,
tem isso,
and
pô.
that's what's going into the game, feeding our animation and AI systems.
Na frente do
Well,
cara.
I'm super excited you guys are representing women's club football now in FIFA. What is it like working with the professional women's team this time
Esse
around?
drible
It was
já tem,
amazing
pô.
that we captured 2 professional women's teams, and now that we have women's club teams in FIFA 23, it's bringing authenticity to the women's game.
Futebol
We
feminino
captured
bem
all this
forte,
real-world
esse
data
23.
where they played a
Mas se eu não
competitive
colocar em
match,
online, ninguém vai
and now
jogar.
all of that can be felt in the game.
Joga com a Marta ali, ó.
And I know that
São
besides the
Paulo,
capturing
como é o nome?
specific animations for the passing and the
Formiga.
shooting,
Ó,
we actually
que tapa.
completely changed the whole locomotion set for the female players. It means like every running style will be feel unique and
Vai ter
more realistic.
mais que eu tô ligado.
What does all of this unlock in making the Hypermotion
All
2
dribbling,
experience
all
feel
dribbling,
more
Marcelo.
authentic?
From the first moment you pick up FIFA 23, you're going to notice that dribbling is different. We've used the new animations that Hypermotion brings to enhance the responsiveness and the visual quality of dribbling. And it adds a whole new level of personality. When you're playing with elite dribblers, You're going to be able to change directions much more quickly. It's more based on real-world football.
Senhora, que
But
bagulho
what the
estranho.
tech allows us to do is actually interrupt dribble animations so that even if you point to the right side, you can quickly change to the left, and we'll interrupt that dribble
Also
animation
Ronaldo.
to allow you to sort of like create almost like a body feint motion where you're shifting your weight from one
Mano, a
side
bola
to the
tá
other
pesando
to help you
500
beat
quilos.
that opponent.
And the new dribbling system
jogo
is
é bem
compatible
parado
with the
nessa
machine
nova
learning
geração,
ML flow that introduced
Sim.
last year,
Perceber.
which means
Vai
we
ser
can
bem mais
ensure
cadenciado.
clean footsteps in between every dribble touch.
Parado mesmo.
Right, and then people always
A
ask,
palavra
well,
certa.
what's the counter to
Pensado é
dribbling?
meu ovo.
Surely there's something in defending. Well, that's where the new machine learning jockey comes in. So the way you're able to position your body, the way you're able to angle up to that dribbler is much more intelligent.
Yeah, and I know that the jockey allows you to have this
Jogo vai
super
ser com a
smooth,
rodinha
quick,
presa, né?
lateral movement,
Já?
in and out,
Aonde?
step-ins, change of direction.
A efetividade.
Well, I
É,
love
pra
using the
cancelar
jockey
drible vai
button,
ser
so I'll
melhor, né?
definitely
Já
be
vai ser
using
mais
this to
barato.
counter the dribbling. Please tell me more, guys.
Another part of the hypermotion that I'm super excited is accelerate.
64 é bronze
We know that
já,
the
né?
pace, speed, and acceleration, those attributes is probably the very first thing that our players look into.
Exactly, like acceleration is very important.
Yeah, inspired by the real-life players, we defined three acceleration archetypes: the explosive, controlled, and lengthy. The length is the strong physical
Pelo jeito
players,
agora os atacantes
but
vão
it's not
correr
only
mais que os
limited to
zagueiros, hein?
defenders. Some of the strong physical attackers will also benefit from this archetype, which means
Os atacantes
they
vão
might be
correr
not
mais
as
que os
fast on the very
defensores
short
agora.
distance, but will be able to accelerate
Ó.
at very long, powerful strides to really
Mano,
improve
isso
their
vai dar
speed,
muita raiva,
accelerate
mano.
even further, and get the edge
Os
over the
atacantes
longer
correrem mais que
distances.
defensores.
I know that
Mas, mano,
most
é
of
o
the players
certo,
will
pô,
be
o cara tá
using
Sim,
the
eu tô
control,
ligado.
which is more continuous acceleration, but I really
Justo é o
like the
justo,
other
né? Se
archetype,
agradar
the
pra
explosive one, which is dedicated to agile players like those
Marquinhos tá uma
midfielders
faixa de
in the center of
diferença
the
do
pitch, because
Insigne
they
ele
might
pegar na
not be
corrida.
associated with the
Posição.
pacey and the
Ah,
long
tá falando
runs,
do body
but they have
type,
that
ok.
killer quick first step.
Oh, wow, they're literally coming so fast off the mark.
And it's not just the acceleration types that we have that are new this year. We also have signature run styles for those top players. I know Mbappe is one. We've got his unique running motion in the game right now. I know there was a few other players that you were keen to talk about, Sam.
Yeah, my favorite one is Vinicius
Esse que é o do
Junior
Vini Júnior,
because
hein?
he actually
Esquece.
has two visually different run styles when he's
O Vini
dribbling with the
Júnior
ball
vai ter a
and
corrida
without.
dele, hein?
You can see when he's dribbling with the ball, his hands a little bit everywhere because he's so creative going in and out. But when he runs, he's more composed. And I know there's a series of the small, subtle changes in the way the arms move and the elbows move during dribbling, during running, during jogging. And the collection of those small changes really makes a difference.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
Ó, vamos ver. Ó as minas correndo. Toma.
Seeing so many new additions on the
Acho que o Vini Júnior
hypermotion
vem de
side, but there's
5.
really a lot happening in gameplay
Isso aí,
overall this
só o
year.
Brasil
Let's
não
start
vai
on the
prestar.
offensive side of the
E a
ball.
França.
Sam, what's your favorite way of scoring a goal?
My favorite one is a power shot.
Nossa, que
Power shot
bagulho
is a
estranho.
new high-risk, high-reward mechanic that requires a little
shot.
bit more precision from you, but at the same time, it will result in one of the most
É, Mauricinho,
powerful,
inclusive chute de
most
longe,
exquisite
hein?
animation I've ever seen in FIFA games.
With power shots, you can
Chutes de longe tão
actually
OP.
do this in a number of different ways. You can take it off the dribble,
Nossa, que bagulho
or
estranho saindo da
you
bola
can
do
take
pé
it
do
first
som.
time.
Top bins all day, every day.
For sure. Shauna always going for the top bins. But as we eye the back of the net here, is there anything else to help players score more goals?
Last year, we introduced composed ball control. This year, composed ball striking allows players to
Oh,
control
really?
the ball
Ah,
with that
porra.
first touch and set themselves up for a volley or like a bicycle kick. You take one touch to control the ball and then fluidly step into the shot. So the beauty of it is that you're setting yourself up with that thigh touch or that chest touch so that you can really step into it with power for the shot.
Fenômeno.
And now to an area where we have a little more time to find different ways to score. What's new with set
Ó,
pieces? in
olha as
FIFA
faltas
23?
agora, pelo
In
jeito.
FIFA 23, we redesigned all set pieces mechanics. The new penalty kicks
All
will have a more
penalties.
intuitive aiming system, but the key piece of the penalty kicks this year is a new circle
porra
shape
é essa,
composure
mano?
bar.
Se não
If
fosse
you time it right,
boa mesmo a carta,
you will
ela não
have
tava
more
muito
precise
boa,
shots.
velho.
Nossa, mano, agora a gente vai bater. Mano!
Yeah, and that brings us to
nice.
free kicks, something the community highlights so often. Anything new here
Mano,
players can look forward to?
With the new system, with the right stick, you are able to pinpoint the exact place on the ball you're about to strike. And I really love that the new system gives you
Mano,
full
nossa
control
senhora,
of the
mudou
trajectory.
tudo,
So
mano.
in certain situations, I can actually curl around the wall back into the net.
Essa
and the
mecânica é
opponent
do
will
FIFA
have,
14
no idea I can
e
do
o
that.
pênalti
My
também.
favorite thing is on defense, you can actually
Ó, dá pra deitar o jogador. Agora se vai
any low
servir pra
shots
alguma coisa é outra
when the ball's
coisa, né?
jumping. You see
Vai,
that
manda
in
uma
real
bazuca
football all
aí
the
embaixo.
time these
Ó,
days.
toma.
Sam, the back line is
Nesse
starting to
aqui já
sweat
dá pra
right
chutar
now.
rasteiro.
How on earth
Viajando.
are we going to counter all of this on the defensive side?
Every year, we're
Esqueci,
trying to
mas tem
keep up with the
jeito de
attacking,
chutar
with all the new
Bela
ways to
corte.
score. And on defender, there are several improvements we added this year.
Então acho que o
And
carrinho
my
vai estar o
favorite
pior
one
pelo
is a
jeito, ó.
hard
Tá
slide.
vendo?
This feature
Vai
was
ter um
designed
novo
to send the
carrinho,
ball
mano.
as
Os
far
caras
away
vão
as
se deitar
possible.
todos.
But I found it quite useful as a counter-attack to the power shot.
Futsal.
Because if you
Agora.
need some
Ó,
time to
toma.
prepare for a shot, this is a perfect opportunity for me to unexpectedly
Cara, já
go
cai
and kick the
brincando
ball
o campo
as far away
na
as possible.
quadra
Eu
inteira.
acho que carrinho tem
And
que
I
ser,
know we've
mano.
added a
O
ton of
carrinho é
new
muito roubado,
animations
velho.
just for the elite defenders, so
Mas é do
more coverage
futebol
to
também,
stop
né,
the ball.
velho?
Even if
É o
you've sort of
carrinho.
Olha o jogo de
overrun the
corpo
ball,
aí
you
do
can
Van
reach
Dijk.
back and still get your toe onto it. So
Toma.
really nice way to make those world-class
bola.
defenders stand out.
Tá bem que se for bot, o pai é rei, tá? O pai é o que tem o time do bagulho.
Essa falta parece
Naturally,
mecânica do
we've
jogo
made
de
our way
beisebol.
to the last line of
Ó, os
defense.
goleiros.
What's
Vamos ver o
new
goleiro.
in goalkeeping this year?
So with keepers,
Novidades
we've
para os
added this
guarda-redes.
reaction time based on their vision. So if their vision is blocked, they're going to be a
tomar gol de
bit
fora.
slower to react. So more natural behaviors from the
Agora o
goalkeeper.
reflexo
But when
agora,
they
se o
do
cara
have
tiver
time to go
bloqueado,
up and grab that ball,
vai vir
they're going to be
depois de passar
stronger. Even if an
a bola.
opponent is challenging for the ball, they're going to keep that ball.
Nossa.
Even if they fall down, they're going to hold on to it, just like you see in real life.
Capes!
Exactly. There's probably some other cool stuff that we haven't talked about, like the fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, we always wanted to add this for a long time, when the goalkeeper will really stretch out, reaching for the ball, and you will be able to see like each finger deformation.
Esse aí é pra deixar o
coming
jogo
up with
mais...
the
Nossa
contact with the
senhora.
ball. And this year we were able
Tá,
to
pô.
achieve this.
Voou
And my
pouco,
favorite
graças
part
a
of
Deus,
this
o Alisson.
new physics approach was able to recreate not only for the
Ó a
goalkeeper,
física da bola,
but also for
Mauricinho.
the defenders. So this year, the ball will actually graze over the
Puta
foot,
merda, que a gente
will
vai passar
graze
de raiva
over the
nisso.
leg, and there will be more deflections.
And not only does it graze off the deflection, it
Não, mas,
actually
mano, no
pushes back
Ultimate o jogo é
the
totalmente
foot or the
diferente, mano. Os
arm.
cartas ficam melhor.
I know
cara.
Shauna's been dying to ask you this. Shauna,
This is
Ó o
one
novo
of my
drible.
favourite
Eita
parts. Skill
porra!
moves. What's new?
Ó os
Tell
novos
me everything
dribles.
about it, please. I'm dying to know.
There's
Okay,
so many
drible
new
do
things
Di
with the skill
Maria.
moves, actually. But my favorite part is the left-footed skill moves. This is something the
Toma.
community has been asking for many years, and we finally got that
Tá
into
no
the
meio
game.
da área.
So if you're
Toma.
Mars, for example, you can actually do an elastico skill, and he'll use his left foot to do that now. There's so many other skill moves to talk about, like Mbappe, right? The way he
Mbappe.
fakes a shot.
I really love the fake shots because it's one of the easiest and most reliable skill moves to perform in the game. And I know
Olé.
that this is available only
Isso aí é
to-
cancelada,
Mas
mano.
você jogou
And we
totalmente
also have a
diferente
stutter feint skill
pro
move where they
PS5
feint
ou
one way
mesmo?
and make you step the wrong direction.
Eu não sei, não joguei de PS5.
My favorite new skill moves is a heel fake to ball.
Ó o novo drible aí.
It's good. I mean, I've been using it already in the game, and
Toma.
it's a
Tá
skill move
porra.
where you actually use the heel to fake a pass, and then you
Nossa.
do a ball roll to the other direction.
Oh wow, that's sick. Well, this is going to be great content for me.
totally. I'm loving all of these new updates coming to FIFA 23, from women's football to new shooting mechanics to all new ways to defend. And your first look at what Hypermotion 2 is bringing to the game. That does it from the pitch. Derek, back to you.
Thank you very much for that. Can't
É o
wait to
Rio
lend our
Tio,
commentary to the world's game this year.
Yaya Touré.
Acabou, hein? Vamos lá ver.
Yaya Touré. Marquinhos.
É nóis.